It's yes, and the football humans. We are in the pub. It is Monday night when we're recording this, and we're a man down. So my name is Andrew Wragg,
who's back after being away,
and I'm with Mr. Michael Felton.
Hello.
And Mr. John Berry is currently on a train coming back from Edinburgh after watching the Glorious Hearts. Did they win? I didn't even check.
They did win.
I don't give a shit. Like, did you win, John? I don't know. Are we bothered?
We care, don't we? We care.
Are they still top of the league? I don't know. Do we actually care?
Yeah, they beat Aberdeen.
I'm joking.
I think it was 2-1.
2-1.
Last time I saw it was 2-1.
The mighty Hearts go marching on. And
3 penalties in the game though. Aberdeen penalty, Naismith penalty, and then Naismith missed a penalty.
Lots of excitement for John to watch.
Yeah.
I saw little pictures. We'll put them on our Instagram.
Yeah, so he's been pitch side. Him and his dad been on the pitch.
Yeah.
He'll tell us all about it next week. So, but yeah, we'll put the pitch.
Do we know why he was on the pitch?
Stakeholders, shareholders.
Was it? Okay.
You know,
just having a little
turf holders,
little gander around, like walking on the pitch.
Great.
I bet he felt like a football player walking out. I bet he did all the like. You know when football players walk out and they like touch the grass and they have like this like
Didier
ritual.
Drogba used to hop over the line when he went over the first line. Yeah, he used to hop.
That's a bit weird. Did you have a little superstition? I wonder. Like, obviously when Liverpool players walk out, they slap the. It's not going on
Anfield
the pitch.
Tunnel,
hitting the Anfield sign and this is Anfield and stuff. So yeah. That's kind of. I don't know what I'd do if I was like walking out as a ritual.
There's a lot of like, because of Brazil, there's a lot of point to the sky. You know,
Brazilian kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why we got onto that. So John's been on the pitch at Hearts and he's enjoyed the game, obviously, but he's not with us today. And so it's just me and Michael. We're just going to talk about a little bit about the weekend's football.
Busy weekend.
It was a great weekend.
I say it was a busy weekend. It was one of those weekends where there was a couple of busy games.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of games
really dull
that
games.
were a bit stinky.
Yeah.
A bit like, right, 1-0.
Manchester United against Chelsea. Take us through it, mate. You watched parts of the game.
I watched parts of the game, so yeah. Weirdly working at the same time, so you know, can't watch all of it. Wanted to. Got called away when I needed it. So I'll run you through it. So I got called away right at the beginning. After I'd set up for that hour of nothing, then I got called away right at the beginning of the game. Missed Chelsea score. Brilliant. Great. Got back, watched most of the second half. So I watched Man United get back into the game and dominate most of the game. Called away, 10 minutes to go. And I was like, that's fine. Because I can only see us losing this. I missed that goal. Missed Ross Barkley's equaliser as well. But maybe I'm a jinx.
Maybe
I'm a jinx.
I'd take it, mate. 2-2 against United after like. What do you think? Do you think fair result in the end, a draw,
Absolutely,
or do you think Man
end.
United deserved to win that?
As an overall, it's a fair result. Because the first half, we should have.
You had the chances.
We should put to sort. I mean, Morata missed a few, and it's just front play as a solo striker in that sort of system just doesn't work. I mean, they summed it up in the commentary by being like, they never cross the ball for him.
Yeah.
Hazard and Willian are not the players that cross balls. They cut inside. They're not going down the wing, crossing in, and that's his strength, really.
Yeah.
So, but it's the whole thing before that. Our odds were so short to win that game. So it was like,
Really?
yeah, 1.67 if you're doing decimals.
Yeah.
So you're getting 67p off a pound. I don't know why people just stick with fractions. Decimals are so much easier. But I know Barry will argue this, so I'll mention it while he's not here. Fine. It's fine.
Sneak it in.
Yeah. Decimals so much easier. But, so we're 1.67. They were like 4.0. So that's 3-1 for John Barry. Yeah. And it's mad. Absolutely mad.
That is mad.
And I know that Man United, Chelsea always have decent games. There's always like, you know, a bit of fire about the game. Even
there's normally a flashpoint.
Open games as well.
Normally, like a dirty challenge goes in, and there's normally a bit of a kind of like bite.
I mean, it's not a massive rivalry, but it's always like, even when it sort of stems back weirdly to when United were winning a lot. We used to beat them a fair bit when we were not a top team, which was strange. Like, you know, like we done 5-0 once at. I don't know if it was Old Trafford or it was at Stamford Bridge, but, you know, during a season game when they were like beating everyone. It's just like we were sort of a bogey team for them, but I mean they're always good games. And the thing is, people have been counting Mourinho and Man United out, and it's just you can't do it, man. Especially like we said, didn't we, last about the Newcastle game? It could galvanise them, and it sort of looked like it did, but it took again for them to go behind.
It took 45 minutes for them to actually like pull the finger out, and. For whatever reason, for me, like Lukaku just doesn't look the player that he was last season.
Well, the thing is that
at the moment, Lukaku's not he's not banging the goals in. He's linking up play a little bit, but
in the second half, he was great. He was basically what I was saying about Morata. He was doing it perfectly.
Yeah, running the channels, holding up the play.
It was just it's back to goal.
Yeah,
take the ball in, back to goal, fight off hold the defender, and just allow the players, the other attacking players, to catch up with you and knock it on. And that's it. Morata was just going down so easily that it's like, you know, when you look at it as a fan, you're like, you're never getting a foul for that.
Yeah.
That's just, and it just irritated because they get up and they're annoyed. It's like, you would never get a foul for that. You've not even been touched. It's like, just come on. Which for one of the goals, Marcus Alonso.
Oh, what was he doing?
Oh my God! When you've not heard that whistle,
get up and
you've not had a head injury, and you get up as soon as the goal goes in, and you're fine. Then you look like a monk. Because you've been sat on the floor for so long.
When that goal goes in, he needs to stay down and get treatment and not move. Because he looks stupid. He literally looked like he's like. Oh,
he needs to stay down afterwards.
Yeah, stay down after they've scored.
But
because
the thing is, it wasn't a foul. No. It wasn't a head injury.
There's nothing on it.
His idea was, I'll fall for this. He'll give a free kick,
and then it's fine. Yeah, exactly.
The way the referee was going, he was never getting a free kick for it. I mean, the refereeing, I am biased, but I thought it was pretty shocking. But, you know,
there was a few decisions that were a bit shocking. I mean, giving Chelsea 6-7 minutes of added time to score that goal.
No,
that was
not shocking. Wragg, you're trying to wind me up here. Wow.
That was shocking.
I was in the room when they were trying to make 2 substitutions and it took about
10 years to make it.
My God, did you
taking
see
a
that?
piss, wasn't he?
So Martial was on the floor for Rashford on the floor for ages. So they were like, oh, we're working out whether we're taking him off or Yet they knew they were taking Martial off. But he still stayed on the pitch.
Yeah.
And then when Rashford got up, he slowly trudged off the field. Martial. Everyone was getting so annoyed. Which is, you know, I've not even thought about this, but this probably led on to what we're going to talk about in a minute. Because, like, that sort of thing
it's
just a wind-up,
just winding up. Yeah.
It's like you could feel the whole crowd were just going mental.
Yeah.
And me just watching it on the screen, I was getting angry. Do you know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, the referee's just standing there, and he's just like, keeps looking at his watch, which is fine.
Yeah.
But come on, how about usher them off? Get off.
No, but
do something.
That's just like playing for time, isn't it? Like, you know, he's just. Is that not?
Well, not for that long, man. Not for that long. No, it was honestly a joke.
He wouldn't have done that if they were like, you know, losing, would he?
Well, of course he wouldn't.
He wouldn't be just trudging off if they were losing.
No.
He'd be like, you know, just.
I'm so glad we got that equaliser.
So let's go through the equaliser. Right. 96th minute.
Yeah.
As a neutral watching that, I could feel it happening. I was like, you're gonna score. Like I could tell you were gonna score. It was one of those games where you're like, I think you hit the post quite late on as well. Like, or
well, that was from
like,
the goal.
Oh yeah, from
David
that.
Luiz hit the post.
Hit the
then
post.
It came out. It was just bad defending again from Man United because
They switched off.
So basically,
they really switched off.
David Luiz, great leap, and,
Yeah.
and he got the header and hit the post, and the first person to get it was Rudiger. And fair play to David De Gea, he got back up and he saved that
It was
one.
a great save.
But
Yeah.
then the first player to get it off that was Barkley. So you're like,
What Man
where's the
United
help?
doing? Where's
the
Smalling? Where's
Where's Lindelof? Yeah, where's the help there? Do you know what I mean? And it's the same for our first goal actually, from that corner.
Yeah, it was a free header, wasn't it?
It was such a great bit of footage when you look from behind the goal and you're so basically Pogba is just annoyed at the end of it.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's going on there? And when you look at it, it looks like he's talking to Lindelof about like it was your thing, but it was his man.
Yeah.
And then, but Lindelof and the guy he's marking sort of get in the way. So Rudiger thinks like, well, I'm going to go around them, and while he's interested in trying to get them out of the way, and then so he looks away from Rudiger to look at Lindelof, what's going on there, and in slow-mo it's so great because when he looks back, he realises that Rudiger's on the run. And his
he's
face
like,
just
shit,
goes,
yeah.
his head goes back, and he's like,
It's like a double take, and he's got to run around them.
Forrest Gumping it round the whole field, but he knows he's never going to get there. And it's a great header, great header.
That's
but
bad.
it's just like,
That's bad from Paul Pogba. You know, he's not switched on there. He's not really. His head isn't in defence mode. He's not really like.
The thing I found strange
playing
about
well.
this when they spoke to Mourinho about it afterwards, he was like, so we have players that man mark and we also do zonal and stuff.
Well, that's never going to work, is it?
Well,
how can you do one? It's got to be one or the other, surely.
I always thought that, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not tactically.
If you're
fucking
marking a zone,
up there, but
if you're marking a zone and that player is in your zone,
well, that's the
are
problem.
you man marking or are you zonal marking?
So
he's like, oh fuck it, no, he's out of my zone now. So I'm
but
not
then,
gonna
so
mark
what
it.
about a player who's you're man marking a player who then walks into someone else's zone?
Yeah.
So then is there two players on one man? Because then surely there's a free player.
Yeah. No, that's bullshit.
I don't know.
That can't.
But that's what he said afterwards. It's like
It's gotta be one or
it's
the other.
confusion of being. Yeah. Well, maybe that's the point. Maybe you shouldn't do it that way.
Yeah, it's bollocks.
What would you go with? There's always this age-old debate in there. Zonal or man marking?
Man marking.
Man marking all the way.
100%.
Why do people do it?
There is no like. I hate to say this, like
You need a bit of
on the
responsibility
podcast.
at the end of it, don't you?
But it's kind of a continental sort of thing. I feel
Zonal is a continental.
zonal kind of it's come from.
Why do you hate to say it?
Because it's like you're going, oh.
Are you pro-Brexit?
Yeah, exactly.
Pro-Brexit? Is that what you're saying, Wragg?
Yeah, fuck 'em. We should man mark everyone. Yeah. No, I think man mark is kind of It's kind of a bit old-fashioned, don't you think? It's like saying, yeah, you got to stick to those.
But old-fashioned doesn't mean it's wrong.
That's true. That is true.
Right.
That's a good argument. I would definitely man mark because I think zonal marking is like giving the attacking player free license to just run
Wherever they need to
go to get on that ball. Whereas if you're man marked, it's 50-50. You're either going to defend the ball or it's going to
Man marking
get on
is
it.
relying on you have to have ultra confidence in all your defenders and a few of your midfielders, and in some cases, like Drogba, Lukaku,
Yeah.
a lot of your attackers.
Man marking, if you've got like a good defender and you know you're facing someone like, I don't know, Peter Crouch, right? You're going to stick your best defender on their biggest threat.
Yeah.
Like whether it's a tall player like Peter Crouch, whether it's Drogba with like, you know, the prowess of scoring loads of headers and, you know, all that sort of stuff. You're going to stick your best defender on them. If you're zonal marking, you've got no say on like where that best player is going to be.
And then surely that player will pick the weakest point.
The weakest point to go. You're gonna. Peter Crouch is going to go after the guy that's like 5'4", isn't he?
And
like, of
they've
course
obviously like watched the way they set up zonals. So they're like, well, they set up zonal this way, but that's when it becomes maybe they set up zonal different. I don't know. That's when it gets that tactical of being like, well, the way we set up zonal last week, let's not do it this week.
Yeah.
So that they think.
I definitely think man marking
I'd be interested to know.
is got to be the easiest way to be like, right, you're on their best player, you're our best central defender, you mark that guy.
Do you know what it is?
You're like 5'4", you're not marking that, you mark this shitter that's never going to get near it.
Do you remember there was a point though of about, I mean, my timelines are all fucked because years just fly by, I don't know, but I feel like it's about 10 years ago where like you'd be watching Super Sunday, all that, like any of the live games, and there'd be something from like a set piece, like a free kick or a corner, and then it would always be zonal's fault.
Yeah.
And it used to be like, as a viewer, you'd be like, well, why is anyone doing zonal? Why is anyone doing zonal? Like, because it's like, so you can see he's running here, and it's just like, now he's out of his zone, he's coming into there, and they're thinking, it's like, why is anyone doing it? Like, why is anyone doing it?
And if the TV can highlight this, surely you've got people like in the club going, oh, we shouldn't actually be doing this because like everyone can see it's a load of bollocks, like, you know.
But then maybe that's the thing of like it was all like British pundits, and they're like, oh, this zonal fucking European muck. What's this? What's this shit? Like,
anyway,
we've had man marking. We've had man marking for years. Man marking's here to stay.
Whether we go zonal or man marking, let's move on.
We've strayed off a little bit, haven't we?
To Mourinho squaring up to which guy from Chelsea was it that
it's one of the coaches, so
that got in his face, like,
I mean, I can't remember his name.
There's two ways to look at this, right? 96th minute, you're 2-1 down and you score and you're 2-2. Yeah. Now, you want to celebrate, I get that, and maybe you want to give Mourinho a bit of like, you know, stick your finger up, kind of like, you know, if you're Chelsea, you probably want to sort of laugh in his face.
Yeah.
But you don't do it like there, do you? You don't run from your bench past him, shaking your like, you know, like giving him some, and then on the way back, like Mourinho was well within his rights to get up and say, you know what, that's too much.
I think even as a Chelsea fan, absolutely.
There's no respect.
Absolutely.
There's no respect there.
Do you know what? Because I didn't see that end bit, obviously firsthand. My dad rung me, spoke to him like you do after a game, and he was like, that guy running on the pitch was just out of order. And when I know that, my dad's so biased because he's 100% hardcore Chelsea, and when he says something like that, you know it's just out of order. Like, you know it's out of order. And it's like, when you watch it back, the guy's already halfway down a tunnel, and he comes back, and he celebrates once in front of him and does it, pumps the fist in front of him. Mourinho doesn't react.
Yeah.
But then he goes further down the touchline. Sarri then walks back past Mourinho. Sarri's not been doing it, but he's just been celebrating.
Yeah.
So he walks back, and then as the guy's coming back behind Sarri, he goes and does it again. And he says something.
Yeah, he's got
so no
yeah.
one's know what he says, do you know what I mean? And I honestly feel bad for Mourinho in this situation.
Yeah.
Just because he, like he said, like he got interviewed afterwards, and someone said, "Oh, what happened with the flare-up and stuff? And what happened with your flare-up? It wasn't it?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well, why is it always about me and stuff like that?"
Yeah, I thought that was.
And it
fair
has
comment.
massively been about him.
Yeah.
Because this other guy is just one of the coaches, one of the assistants and stuff. So I feel, Sarri was perfect with what he did. Sarri was like got in the middle, sorted out. You could see that like Mourinho respected it. It was like, and then afterwards,
he said sorry or whatever.
It was like, Sarri has apologised to me. He's told me he's going to deal with it all. He's got his assistant has come and apologised to me. I've accepted it. I've done stuff like this in my time, and let's move on.
Let's talk about Mourinho and his time.
And that should be the end of it. That should be
Didn't
the end
Mourinho
of it.
like eye gouge out someone, like didn't he poke someone in the eye and stuff?
Wasn't
like
it Tito Villanova? One Barcelona manager.
Barcelona guy. Like, and you think about it. And
Well,
you're
exactly.
Like,
that's why Mourinho
there are
cannot
mistakes.
be
You
like.
can't be like, you know, this guy needs to like pay for that. But
But there's not.
I loved it as a spectacle.
Yeah,
I loved it as a spectacle.
Everyone does, yeah.
Because it's like, it's a thrilling way to end a game.
Yeah.
To get that, even though they're not winning the game, to get a draw.
Yeah.
You know, Man United aren't losing, like, you know, Chelsea aren't winning, whatever. But to get that draw in the 96th minute, it's like last kick of the game. It's like the sort of thing where you're like, you can't really write it, you know, really. Like you can't. And I love the fact that like loads of Chelsea fans had left. Did you read about that? Like,
No.
And they watched it on monitors and then ran back in the stadium because they'd watched it like as they were leaving, whatever. But I love a flair. I love the flair. I love the passion, like to
absolutely.
boil over and to have.
And
that
do you know what I loved the most about that thing, which is a bit weird and probably not been picked up by, is the players, 2 Chelsea players rushed over to not get involved, but to sort of sort it out. And it's Azpilicueta who was captain of the day, which is understandable, and Rudiger, who has been great this season. And it was just showed, like, as a fan, you want players that have the back of everyone, and they're just trying. And it wasn't they were steaming in and they were trying to thump people and stuff. It was just like, you know, come on, it's like, you know,
Let's chill out,
it was good, man. It was like good to see people come.
As a Liverpool fan, I love to see Man United drop points, obviously.
Yeah.
I love to see Mourinho wound up, and I love the fact that Man United are 10th.
But
anyway,
do you know what the thing is though about this game? I know we've been talking about it for a long time, but it is one of those games that makes a season. It just has a lot of history around it. Before we move on, I just want to touch on the fact that Mourinho was getting a bad reception from some people, and I think, like, as like a Chelsea fan, I think he's out of order. Like, you know.
Didn't he? Was he walking on the pitch saying like he got 3? Like he was like, you know, he's kind of basically saying like, show me some respect. Like, you know, I've got
these people forget
what he did for Chelsea.
And
I
know there's probably a lot of like die-hard fans that dislike him because he's Man United, but there's probably a lot of people that aren't die-hard fans that are just going along with it, the pantomime of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a bit pantomime.
Personally, for me, I would never boo him. Being a Chelsea supporter all of my life, it's the greatest times when Mourinho took over. Winning the Premier League for the first time. I mean, signing all these players, getting to a certain point.
Playing he was playing like he's kind of playing like what Pep does now with Man City, like that expansive attacking. Like you had Robin, you had Damien Duff and all those kind of years,
so
and
solid in defence. It was just
you were really solid, but amazing going forward.
Yeah.
You were just always going to score goals. Like under Mourinho, like he brought that. Like,
I won't forget that, and I would never be a part of that stuff.
Yeah,
I just wanted to add that.
That's a fair point, and I think a lot of fans do just forget those things. Like they're just like you say, they're caught. It's a great they're caught up
up in the emotion,
pantomime. They're caught up in that kind of like.
And in the atmosphere at the time,
United,
you're just like, it is that. But I'm glad that people didn't forget about Juan Mata either. He got standing ovation, which is like pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it was Mourinho's fault that they sold.
Yeah.
2-time player of the year.
Yeah.
Out the door.
Shipped out. Yeah.
I mean, I just stuck up for him at this time. Shit.
That's what you'd have shouted at him.
Yeah.
Why'd you sell Mata for? Would Juan Mata get in the Chelsea squad right now?
Squad, yes. Team, no.
Who would he be playing instead of? Was it like
he
right midfield?
He wouldn't get in the team. He'd get in the squad. He wouldn't get in the team.
Get in.
No. He's not getting ahead of Willian.
No. Fair enough.
Not getting ahead of Hazard, is he? No.
Let's face it, no. Fair enough.
So probably not.
So let's move on to Man City.
Yeah.
Man City smashed 5 past
Smashed
Burnley.
Joe Hart.
Poor Joe Hart.
I know.
I felt really sorry
Do you know
for him.
what?
I really did. But
I've never. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm overly critical of him. I've never been like he's the greatest goalkeeper in the world. But I felt so sorry for him.
yeah,
His interview afterwards was quite heartbreaking, actually.
it was a little bit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I really appreciated the ovation I got."
Yeah,
and
they named the training ground after him because of it and all that.
Yeah.
But it's like,
and then he was like, "I came here a Burnley player, and it's like, it's gutting to be like beating 5-0." City's goals weren't like, I mean, they were all right. They weren't like.
what do you mean? Mahrez's goal was fucking fantastic.
I'd forgotten Mahrez scored an absolute screamer. You are right.
He was brilliant.
I was thinking like Joe Hart was a bit unlucky.
Oh no!
But
do you know what? Without Joe Hart,
he couldn't have saved their goals, basically, could he? Like,
without Joe Hart, it would have been 8 or 9.
Yeah,
8
you're
or
right.
9. He saved a couple of
like stick-on goal. Yeah,
because there was a header from David Silva that he saved. It was a great save.
Aguero
belted it over, and there was a couple of others. Joe Hart, he didn't do himself a disservice. It's not like he fucking dropped the ball into the net and all that. It was like he played really well. I just think. I mean, Burnley's not been the greatest this year, have they?
They've not been great, and I'm sure John will be listening, thinking, what could have been if they'd have gone on that European adventure. But we'll leave that to past podcast episodes.
You know, we need to address is the fact that we don't talk about Man City much on this, do we?
No.
Is that because
they're just too good? What?
Yeah. Is that because of that?
I don't know.
Or is it because they are good that we just assume
everyone knows that they're good?
If Man City fans listen to this, I want to apologise, because the time we will talk about them is if they get turned over by like Fulham or Watford or Newcastle. Then it'll be like headline.
Yeah.
Whereas like
a lot of the time we're just like, they won 5-0.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Standard.
They're still top of the league.
In a way.
It's fine.
In a way, maybe that's the bigger compliment.
I don't know. Like they play so well. Like they're literally the team to beat, aren't they? Like
Kevin De Bruyne is coming back.
Oh.
Is he going to get back in? Don't need him, do they?
Don't need him. Tell you what, Bernardo Silva's looking to play it. Like every one of their players, you're like, oh god,
he's just on form, yeah.
They're just, Sane coming, like he's just on form. Aguero can miss chances and still bang in
and
like a hat trick or something. They're unbelievable.
Sterling, Sane. Although Sane, he was lucky to stay on the pitch when that happened.
Yeah, Sane and company.
I forgot about that. 30
seconds in, I'm saying red card. Looking at it, I'm saying it should have been sent off.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't matter whether it's the first minute, the last minute. If it's a red card, it's a red card. They should have been on.
Well, Sean Dyche came out and he was critical of a lot of it, because also the second goal was well
Paula's out, and the guy came off the pitch and went back on, so he was offside. Yeah, that was dodgy.
So they did win 5-0, but
all right, let's lay into City then. All right.
Sorry again, City fans.
Sorry, City fans, but you were lucky to win 5-0.
Yeah.
Fucking
average, man.
Average.
Bang average.
We do actually want to go through. I don't know whether you've seen it. The All or Nothing. It's an Amazon Prime series.
If you haven't, you should.
If you've not seen that, check it out. It goes behind the scenes of Manchester City. I think they might have won the Premier League in that season. You know, maybe.
Who knows?
You know, like, and maybe got like the highest points total. You know, all that bollocks. But it's a really
not bothered about it.
not bothered. It's a really good series. Any football fan would get something from it. It's absolutely brilliant.
It's great.
Mr. John Berry hasn't seen it yet, so we can't talk about it. But me and Michael have watched the series, and we're itching to get it on the podcast.
The thing is, though, I watched it so long ago that now that when he watched it, I'm going to need to watch it again to refresh.
Exactly. So Mr. Berry, get on that and watch All or Nothing Manchester City, so we can discuss it on the podcast and give Man City fans a whole, 10 minutes of discussion on that podcast. There you go.
No, it'd be more than that. If we do it properly, it'll be more than that. We probably won't do it properly. Yeah, so 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Glossed over it. Berry will be like, yeah, I watched it. Yeah. Oh, what do you think, John? Oh, it's all right.
Oh, I don't know. I put Mrs. Doubtfire on afterwards. That's good, though, isn't it?
What do you think, John? I just started cooking up a curry and I forgot about it really. It was in the background and I was adding a bit of spice to my curry and just forgot about it. And then I had a pizza and a burger and
I put it in a roll.
Had some hot sauce, Oh, there's a documentary. All right, yeah. No, I didn't watch it. Anyway, we jest. No, better get on that and watch that because we want to talk about it before Michael forgets all about it.
I forgot it already. I need to watch it again.
Brilliant series.
Memory like a fish.
So back to hello.
Can I get you another round?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll have a Peroni, please.
And a camembert?
Yeah, why not?
Thanks.
We're getting table service in a really random way.
Yeah. I love that accent.
That's great. Yeah. That's all right. We'll keep that in.
Yeah.
So Arsenal against Leicester has just kicked off. We are obviously in the pub.
Monday nights, isn't it? That's what we do it.
I like to say obviously we are in the pub since John obviously got offended by the fact that I said obviously far too many.
Is it not me?
Obviously times. Was it you that said why are you saying obviously? I thought it was John.
Maybe
I just like to pick on John.
Yeah.
Why not? I think it was John obviously.
Yeah, I would say it's John.
Obviously. So Arsenal Leicester, who's going to win? Let's have a little prediction right now.
Weirdly, just because going back over the last few years, I feel like this is going to be a good game, but I don't think Leicester are that good anymore. Do you know what I mean?
See, I disagree. I think this is going to be a 0-0 absolute bore.
Do you?
I really do.
Nah.
I can't see there being goals.
No. I just don't feel
Commentators curse, I hope. I hope there's loads, but I can't feel like it's going to be 0-0.
I just don't feel Vardy's got as much. Like Vardy and Mahrez just had something.
Yeah, he's not got that delivery to Vardy.
I agree. He's decent in patches. All Brighton as well. I don't feel Leicester is as strong as I think it'll probably be about. I think a 3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal?
Yeah, just because they're a bit leaky at the back still, so I'll probably let one in. But going forward, they look like they're bang on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not playing, but
Lacazette's still good. Yeah, he's still great, isn't he?
Why have I not put him on my fantasy team yet, Wragg? Why have I not?
It's because it's Arsenal. You don't know which. Aubameyang on the bench, you would have definitely thought if he's fit, he's going to start. So you don't know who they're going to go with.
Yeah.
That's why you've not put him in. Well, Lacazette. That's probably why you're not put him in. Who are you sticking with?
No, I know that they're going to start.
Who are you sticking with Kane?
I took Aubameyang out.
Yeah.
Like I said.
And then he scored
like 2 goals.
Yeah.
Could have had him as captain. And I put Kane in.
Yeah.
And he's got me a couple of points both times. I mean, that was a poor game as well.
That was a really poor game, actually.
there was a lot of poor games in amongst a few good games.
Some really good games. Yeah,
there was like
some
1-0s,
yeah,
2-0s that. I mean, Watford one was 2-0. The 2 goals were in like 5 minutes, and the rest of it was like.
Liverpool game was shocking. It was dire.
But they got
It was
the
great.
win.
It was great that Salah scored.
Yeah.
He should have scored at least another couple, but
Yeah.
I
I mean,
thought
maybe that will help his confidence, get him back to.
we're not playing great there.
I don't think it are either.
We look.
But you look
fatigued.
solid at the back, though.
Yeah,
that's the good thing.
That's the good thing. Yeah, that is the good thing. We do look quite solid.
I mean, it doesn't look like free flowing like it was last year.
I think the changes didn't help. Having Sturridge, Lallana playing, like
Well, Mane wasn't playing.
Mane wasn't playing.
Firmino wasn't playing.
That Firmino. However you say it. Yeah, I think
It's Firmino.
Firmino. Don't know. What do you reckon, guys? Let us
How's it
know.
spelled at the end?
Let us know how you think it's pronunciated,
Firmino.
pronounced. Let us know, because we don't know. Get in touch.
Send it to
Contact.
PO Box.
No. Let's
Yes,
get it out there.
yes.
Contact yes at
Do you remember
gmail.com.
old like shows they used to be sent it to us on a stamped addressed envelope
Stamped addressed envelope.
to
Did you ever do it? Did you ever do it?
I sent a drawing of an elephant to Blue Peter.
Did you?
They sent me a green Blue Peter badge.
You got a green
Yes.
group? Did you?
Environmental, mate. Environmental.
You've got an environmental Blue Peter badge?
Well, not anymore. I don't know where it is.
Oh, mate, that's got to be worth
It's around
something,
somewhere.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's free access, mate. It's
Wow.
like, VIP.
You could get in like museums with that.
And that elephant had like 5 legs. That's not including the trunk. Actually, that sounds bad. I didn't draw his penis.
How old were you when you draw an elephant's cocks?
7?
That's pretty good. Like, I don't know why you brought it, but there was a thing about Blue Peter. Were they having like some sort of like anniversary of like or something?
I don't know, mate.
Because there was a load of social media with people showing their Blue Peter badge.
Really?
You could have been on it.
Ah.
Could have been on the Yes and the Football Humans Instagram with a Blue Peter badge, which is football_humans.
Well done.
There you
Claw
go.
it back.
Clawed it back in.
I tried to derail you.
No, you
clawed
did.
it back.
Clawed it back, mate. Get in touch on Twitter, football_humans. Let us know. How are you going to pronounce Firmino? Just, I don't know how you're going to actually write that down and let us know.
Bobby F.
Like, how are they going to tell us what the pronunciation is?
No, it'd have to be a
Dunno.
recording, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Send us recordings.
Well, no, don't send us recordings.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
It'd be funny. Loads of people just saying like, Firmino.
You
Firmino.
can't send recordings, can you?
Dunno.
I mean, I'm not good at stuff like this, so.
Don't know. If we can sort it out, send us recordings.
Send us carrier pigeon with a cassette tape. I've still got one of them.
Yeah, why not? So, Fulham.
What about them?
We thought Fulham would do alright this season. I think we all said like Fulham would be kind of mid-table, they'd do alright, they've got a good team.
Yeah. It's
They're
not happening, is it?
They're struggling. They really are struggling.
One of the other. Is unboring a word?
Yeah, let's make it a word.
Unboring games of the weekend was the Cardiff Fulham game.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Great for Cardiff, a great win for Cardiff, obviously. It's like, what, 4-2,
fucking
wasn't
brilliant
it?
for
Yeah,
Cardiff,
it's
like-
great for Cardiff.
Cardiff doubled their scoring for the season in that one game.
Yeah.
How mental is that?
Yeah.
And how bad is Fulham's defence for that to be true?
And their defence.
Oh, God.
I've got to say,
shocking, man.
I don't think the manager knows his best team. They've changed their defence. They've changed like personnel throughout the season, and I think
have a lot.
I think he tinkers with it and just doesn't know who to play.
The problem is they spent a lot of money, and the players they brought in, you feel like they were good. They were good. They are good players. And like Seri's a good signing, like in a decent team. Like Sherlock on his day, like the goal he scored is amazing. Mitrovic will get you goals now and again. Like, but there was not a lot spent at the back.
No.
So you've got like then Tim Ream made a lot of mistakes in this game. Like Hudson-Odoi, whatever his name. Hudson-Odoi's Chelsea player.
I was going to say, who's Hudson-Odoi? No, they're struggling. They really are struggling, and I think along with Newcastle, they'll probably go down for me. Like Fulham, Newcastle,
but do you
Huddersfield right now. That's how I'm saying. Bottom three will go down. Huddersfield, Fulham, Newcastle will be relegated.
No, I still think Cardiff will go. I think it'll be Huddersfield, Cardiff, and it's a tough one.
Come on, there you go.
I'm going to sit with Newcastle.
With Newcastle, yeah.
Just because I feel like Slavici Kanovic is going to be the first manager to go.
Okay. Yeah.
And it just depends who comes in after that. I think he's got a few more games because they allowed him to spend like a lot of money. Right?
First manager to go, like, yeah.
I think he will be.
Before Christmas, you think he'll go?
They lose the next couple of games, he'll be gone. I think.
Fair enough.
2 or 3. But well done to Neil Warnock.
Yeah.
Gets a win.
I like Neil Warnock. I like his. He always comes across.
I'm
as
on the
fair
fence
to me.
about him.
No. I think he comes across as like straight up. If they deserved it, he'll tell you, and he'll be like, you know. I bet he does. Does he do man marking at Cardiff?
Does he do zonal? Does he do zonal? Does he fuck? Does he fuck? Zonal? What's that shit?
What's that shit?
Get out of there! Yeah.
You mark your man.
You stick to your man. You lose your man. I'll fucking kill you.
Exactly. So we were talking about handbags earlier. Mourinho, obviously.
Were we talking about handbags?
Mourinho. No, we weren't
Louis
talking.
Vuitton,
Yeah, Gucci.
Jimmy Choo.
Name another one.
Primark.
Standard.
Yeah.
We're talking about like Mourinho, like throwing his toys out of pram and having a little go.
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault.
Let's not get on that
But
bandwagon.
the rage took over. So
The rage is there. The rage is there.
it's got us thinking. It's got us thinking at yes, and the football humans. Who is the hardest manager in the Premier League? So we're talking Premier League managers. We're going to throw them in a Royal Rumble. Who's going to be victorious? Who out of those 20 managers is like the guy that you're not going to mess with, that's going to win every single battle? And if they were just fighting, punches are thrown, who's going to be last man standing? Right, we've got 20 managers, obviously, and
We need to make a tournament, so we need to get rid of 4.
yeah.
Basically.
So we want like a
Need to get rid of
tournament. So 4 managers have to go right now.
I'm suggesting straight away we get rid of Pellegrini and Hodgson.
Are you just going off age?
Yes.
They're not going to cut it.
They're not going to cut it.
That's it. I agree with you. Pellegrini and Hodgson aren't fighters. Then in this battle, they're out of it. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, they'd be good as like Paul Bearer or Miss Elizabeth. Do you know what I mean? So Pellegrini can be Paul Bearer. Actually, you've got sort of Paul Bearer here.
Sort of, yeah.
And Roy Hodgson can be Macho Man's Mr. Elizabeth. Mr. Elizabeth? Yeah, well, it'll have to be. It'll have to be, won't he? Mr. Elizabeth.
That is brilliant.
So,
Standard.
who else are we getting rid of?
So I'm putting forward Puel.
Oh, Claude. Why?
Claude.
Why?
I don't think he can't cut it either. He's not hard enough for
Is
me.
it because he's
out of the
because of his like soft French tones?
yeah. He's just not. He's not going to have it. So I agree with you, Pellegrini, Hodgson. I'm going to say Puel. Are we agreed on Puel?
I'll take Paul, yeah.
All right.
I'll take Paul.
Right. Number 4.
Who are you suggesting?
Right. I think we should get rid of the fat waiter Benitez.
Benitez?
Benitez ain't gonna rage.
Whoa, as a Liverpool fan, you call him the fat waiter?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's a fat waiter.
What?
Come on.
Come on, man. He was a hero for you.
He's still a fat waiter. I'm talking wrestling names now.
And then the fat waiter.
He's the fat waiter. He's.
The big fat waiter.
Do you think Benitez would kind of like?
No. To be honest,
is he going to be the
I want Benitez
Yokozuna
in
kind of like character?
Because of his like box sort of beard, I can see him in an Andre the Giant sort of leotard, like rushing in, and you want him and Mourinho to go. You hope that him and Mourinho will get like pit
Paired
against
up.
each other.
Yeah.
That'd
All
be
right.
good. Well,
Who are you having then?
I'm gonna put Chris Hughton out there.
Why?
Because I like Chris Hughton. I think everyone likes Chris Hughton. I mean, he feels like...
He's a bit babyface, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's Mr. Nice. I think he's Mr. Nice. I'd take him out of it. I mean, Sarri's a bit older, but I feel like, you know, he's a smoker, he's Italian, a bit of a gangster.
I feel like Sarri's got like some like extra man boob kind of moves, where he's like got like the man boob
Like
slap,
Yokozuna did.
like Yokozuna,
Stuck him in the armpit.
Yes,
Maybe.
I'm thinking Sarri's a bit kind of Yokozuna and is gonna man boob slap like any of his opponents.
So we're taking out either.
Right.
Warnock. We take.
Now Warnock's fiery.
Warnock's good. He talks smack.
Yeah,
He's good at talking smack.
Nah,
which
I'm
is what
keeping
you
him in.
need before a game,
I'll give you it.
before a fight.
Houghton, let's
Yeah.
take him out. He's
Too nice.
he's too nice.
It's too nice. He's
He's
out
too
of it.
nice.
He's out
He's
of
gone.
it. Yeah.
Right, he's out of the game. Right. So, now we've got rid of those 4. Let's take it down. We've got 8 matches for you. I'm going to just randomly select numbers and we're going to get our teams matched up. So I'm going to say number 1 and number 12.
So number 1 is Jukanovic. Fulham's Jukanovic. And number 12 is NES. It's Wolves Nuno Espirito Santo. It's the original Nintendo.
Are we going to...
He comes into the music of Duck Hunt, maybe.
Who's going to win that fight?
Mate, that's a no holds barred down on that. That's bare knuckle. That's Nuno Espirito Santo all the way.
Just because of his name?
No, because he looks hard as nails.
Who's Jukanovic?
You know,
Jukanovic?
Fulham's manager. I'm going Nuno Espirito Santo.
I'll take that, man.
But do you know what? That's actually quite a tough matchup to begin with. That's two of the people that I've looked at the list and they're contenders.
They're content, really?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, well, I'll give it, mate, because I don't obviously know who either of them are. So fair enough. That's all right.
I think he'd do it by submission. Just saying.
All right, I'm gonna go for number 3 and number 7.
Number 3 is Eddie Howe. And number 7 is Marco Silva.
Ooh!
See, the thing is,
That's a big matchup right there.
Jukanovic just got a bad draw because he'd have beaten both of them, I think.
He would have taken
He'd have
both.
beaten
He
both.
would have taken
He'd
both.
have done
Actually.
both of them.
Yeah. Eddie Howe versus Silva. So Silva's quite small. Don't you think? Don't you think Eddie Howe would
They
like...
both look quite smart, quite civil, quite.
I think they look like they'd be like an American like wrestler, as in like old school, like you know, like
But Greco-Roman wrestling.
high school wrestlers,
Yeah,
like
Greco-Roman wrestling. Like AC Slater.
Yeah,
From,
AC
Saved by the
Slater
Bell.
from Saved by the Bell. That is what I'm going with.
So
On that basis,
Marco Silva looks more like AC Slater.
he's gonna win. Silva will take Eddie Howe. Yes.
Okay, right.
Having that. Number 2 and number 8.
Number 2, Mauricio Pochettino.
Pochettino
Oh, the big guns are coming out now. I
against.
thought this is supposed to be safe till the end. If this is like going by a WrestleMania SummerSlam rules, this is big. This is big. It's only Pep Guardiola. It's only Pep Guardiola.
Wow. One of the big guns is going out over the top rope.
Oh.
Right. Pochettino
Do you know what?
versus Pep.
I've watched a lot of wrestling in my day,
Yeah.
and the talker never comes up trumps.
So you're saying that Pep's going to go?
Pep's going, mate. Pochettino's having that. Pochettino is stern. He looks like he's.
I'm going to overrule. I'm going to overrule.
What do you mean overall? You're not in charge.
No. I'm going to put. Okay, I'll put my side out. I think Pep could take him.
How?
Right, Pep is so energetic. He's like Jimmy Fly's Superfly Snooker, whatever he's called. Like he's so energetic.
Superfly Jimmy Snooker.
Superfly Jimmy Snooker. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
We go right.
He's
Roll
like
around.
he's getting on the top turnbuckle. He's jumping off. He's clotheslining Pochettino. Pochettino doesn't know where he's at. He's got no idea. He's a bit of kind of like a bit slower. Pep is running round. He's going mental, mate. He's got the energy. He's got a bald head as well.
What's that got to do with anything?
Pochettino goes to grab him, get him in a headlock. He just slides off.
He fucking lubed his head.
He's lubed his head.
He's lubed his head.
Pep lubed his head, and that's why he's won. So Pep has lubed his head, got out of the headlock, and he's done Pochettino. That's what's happened. So I'm saying Pep. So if you can come up
Poch
with...
is always getting done by the lube. It's unbelievable.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
If you can
When's
come
he going to learn?
If you
When's
can
he
come
going
up
to
with
learn?
a defence for Pochettino getting out the lube, I'll take it. But if you can't, I'm saying Pep's won that.
I mean, I've got nothing. I've got nothing at that point.
Right, Pep is through. Pep is
I mean, that's an upset for me. That is an upset for me.
It's a big matchup.
It's an upset. It's an upset.
Right, so I'm going to say number 5 and number 8.
Mark Hughes.
Mark Hughes against...
No, you've already said 8.
It's
Pep.
a
That was Pep.
tense
No, that's
fucking
Pep.
draw.
That was Pep.
9.
You already said 8.
9.
Alright, sorry.
Mark Hughes against Sari. Wow.
I thought I had no 8.
Right, Mark Hughes against Sari is a big matchup because
Ex-Chelsea.
ex-Chelsea, you've got that connection. Hughes is a fiery character. He's hard. He's gonna get
Don't
stuck
shake
in.
his hand at the beginning.
He's not gonna
Don't
shake
his hand.
He's not
at the
gonna
beginning.
shake his hand.
Don't even try and shake his hand.
There's gonna be no handshake.
Wragg, don't even mention handshakes. He's not up for it. Not up for it.
But
And at the end, don't try it either.
I'm gonna put this out there. We have discussed already that Sari has the E Honda bitch tit kind of slap going on.
Or
And I think
you think he's getting the 100 hand slap going?
I think he might do. I think Sari could
He's going to crouch down
crouch down.
with his little cigarillo in
Yes.
the corner of his mouth.
Yes, he's done Hughes. I'm sorry, Hughes is out of there.
100 hand slap.
For me, 100 hand slap.
He's been
Sari's won.
slapped. 100 hand slaps.
Sari's through. Right, next. In game number 5, matchup, we're gonna go with number. Have I said number 1?
Yes.
Have I said number 2?
He's just going to go through the whole lot now. Yes, you have. Yeah, you have.
Have I said number 3?
Yes.
Have I said number
Fucking
4?
hell, you've been really shit at it. No, you haven't.
Number 4 and number 6.
Or it's like the Undertaker coming out.
Oh.
It's Jose Mourinho.
Mourinho is taking on.
Did you say?
Did I say 6? Have I said 6? I can't remember who I fucking
No, you
said.
haven't.
6.
Oh, mate.
Mourinho.
Who
is it?
I can't believe
Who
you
have I
managed
picked?
it.
Who have I
It's a grudge
picked?
match. Who do you think you picked?
Klopp.
No.
No?
Older
Mourinho.
than that.
Oh, Mourinho
It's only
against-
Rafa. It's only the fat waiter.
What? Are you kidding me? Mourinho against the fat waiter. How do we see this one going?
Mate, how do you have matches after that?
I don't know.
No, you can't.
This is
Can't
big.
do it. This is big.
This is really big.
Big. I mean, there's a lot of beef here. There's a lot of history.
There's a lot of history. Mourinho eye gouge is his finisher, obviously. And you've got a fat waiter who smashes plates over people's faces. That's his finisher.
Comes out in the ring, smashing
Comes
plates.
out, yeah, smashing plates. So I don't know where we're gonna go. What?
It's a tough one to call.
I think
I feel like Mourinho.
I think Mourinho's gonna get this.
You know when you in a wrestling game, wrestling match.
You're a high class wrestler, Michael.
In a wrestling
In
game.
a wrestling game.
Oh, you know when you turn up in your sports jumper for a wrestling game. In a wrestling match. I feel like there's going to be shenanigans in this one.
Okay.
It'll be one of those where the referee gets knocked out.
Yeah.
Mourinho's knocked out. Benitez is trying to like count him out.
Like we said,
Arsenal have just scored.
Arsenal have scored. We're in the pub. It's 1-1 Arsenal and Leicester right now. But we don't care about Arsenal and Leicester. We care about Mourinho and Benitez. Who's going to win the match? Do you know what I mean? These guys watching this. Imagine if it was Mourinho against Benitez.
Oh, I'd watch it 100%.
You'd watch it 100%.
100%.
I've got an image of Benitez literally looking like the Go Compare guy. I like Go Compare advert. And then Mourinho, like you said, like the Undertaker, like
The referee's knocked out. He's trying to count himself.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, ref.
Who did we say was Paul Bearer? Who's Paul Bearer? Who's walking in? Pellegrini. Pellegrini walks in with an urn, smashes fucking Benitez. Just as the referee comes round, 1, 2, 3, Mourinho.
Mourinho takes
Mourinho
it.
takes it.
Mourinho
There we go.
takes it.
Right, grudge match number 6. I can't remember the numbers I've had, so...
Okay, I'm just going to give you
Give
15,
us some numbers.
14, 16, 10, 11, 13.
Right, we're going 16 versus 10. Who have we got?
Novak Djokovic, aka Javi Gracia, versus Sean Dyche.
No contest.
I mean,
It's no contest.
he's fucked, isn't he? Djokovic is fucked.
He's a tennis player
Yeah.
playing fucking like Stone Cold Steve Austin right there. Dyche has just walked him.
I feel like he's gone in.
He's clotheslined him, and it's just one hit. He's over the. He's gone. He's out of there.
This one then that's just over in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Number
Done.
14 against number 11.
Unai Emery against the veteran Neil Warnock.
I think Warnock's taking it. I think Warnock's gone in like Ric Flair. Third person in, or first person in, whatever he did like back in the day. He's like 70 going on 80. He's ancient. There's no way he can win this. And he's in there and he's won it. There you go. I'm saying Warnock.
Emery's doing nothing.
Emery's like he's just a bystander, like just he's got nothing in him, goes in, throws a few moves, but it just gets nowhere near it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fine, I'm going with Warnock.
Are we going 15 and 13?
So,
Klopp.
Wagner. Oh, how's that work?
Ooh,
It's like
they're friends.
Sensor and Sensei.
They're friends.
Yeah.
This is
like Bret Hart versus Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
It is.
Or Shawn Michaels against Mike Jannetty. Oh, that was a sad day when the Rockers broke up. It's a sad day.
What were we
This
saying?
is just like the Rockers.
I actually think Klopp would take it. I think Klopp would take it.
Who turns into Shawn Michaels and who turns into Mike Jannetty?
Klopp turns into Shawn Michaels.
So he's going to be an absolute cunt from
He's
now
a
on.
twat from now on.
Yeah.
But he wins it.
I'm just a sexy boy.
Yeah. This is a podcast about football.
And wrestling.
Just in case you forgot.
Yeah.
But we're having the Royal Rumble, it's fine. So, out of all these managers, we've got like some real big grudge matches to go ahead.
Right.
Just going to take it down.
1v8.
1v8. I think you do a great job of announcing this guy's name. Number 1.
NES. Nuno Espirito Santo.
Taking on Jurgen Klopp.
Oh no,
What's going to happen?
Match up that.
What is going to happen?
Jurgen Klopp has now got like at this point, he's got...
He's on the rise, he's doing well.
Yeah, he's got, what do you call them? The old fucking flapper hair at the back.
Flapper ringlets at the back.
No, what are they called? What's the thing? What do you call it? Mullet, hey!
You're giving Klopp a mullet?
He's got the Klopp mullet.
You got a Klopp mullet?
Yeah. He's got Michael Jackson gloves on.
Is he going to take it?
No. Nuno Espirito Santo all the way.
Fair enough.
NES has done him.
He takes it. Klopp is out of there. He moves on to the next round. So, we move on. We've got Pep Guardiola taking on Sarri.
Oh.
That's a big game.
It's tactical. It's one of those that's going to be like a pay-per-view that's going to be boring.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's so tactical.
I'm going to take it the other way. We've got Loophead.
Loophead. Is that now his wrestling name? Loophead. Loophead against Manboob.
And that's the name for the podcast right there. Loophead against Manboob.
That sounds like that shit Godzilla film I watched.
Right, who's taking it? Does Loophead, Pep Guardiola Loophead, get out of any move that Sarri's putting on?
I mean,
because he's just.
I feel.
It's just out of there. He's looped.
I feel like Loophead might take it.
Because he's slippery.
Yeah, he's slippery. Yeah. I mean, he's probably slippery under those man boobs as well, but...
There you go, Sarri's out of there. And we move on. Mourinho versus Sean Dyche.
No competition.
Is Dyche just smashing Mourinho? He's just going in there.
Mourinho's come out.
He's giving it
all the talk. And it's one of those like Conor Gallagher against Jose Aldo. It's come out, boff. One punch, you're down, mate. Shut your face.
I think we're saying Sean Dyche is pretty hard.
He's pretty hard.
He's pretty hard. And we're moving on to Warnock against Silva. That's it, mate. Warnock against Silva.
Did Silva make it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
He beat Eddie Howe.
Ooh.
Do you not remember in the second match?
Yeah. I feel like this is like a very old school event to very new school. And the old school's gonna
win
on
it.
top.
Yeah. I think Warnock's
There's gonna be a lot of flair and a lot of like stuff going on, but Warnock will take it.
So it goes down to we've got Warnock, who's in there. It's kind of like he's the old school
He's
champion. He's Ric Flair. He's done it all. He's been champion. We've got Sean Dyche, who's hard as nails.
He's a bruiser.
He's a bruiser.
He's like Butterbean. Do you remember Butterbean?
Butterbean.
The wrestler.
Yeah.
Not the wrestler, the boxer.
The boxer. He was in Jackass, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's like that. He's fucking.
He's Butterbean.
He's just gonna fucking knock you out. And then we've got Pep the Loophead.
Loophead.
Don't underestimate Loophead. Because Loophead can get out of sticky situations. That's all we're saying.
I love the fact that one of the greatest managers has ever lived has now been turned into Loophead. Do you know what I mean?
And then we got your friend?
NES.
Eddie.
The Nintendo Entertainment System. Or Nuno Espirito Santo.
Right. Here we go. Quarter-final time. We're taking the entertainment system and we're putting him up against Warnock. Who's going to win? Old school taking on NES.
There's no chance, mate. Warnock's not getting through this one. I mean, he's had his time. I mean,
he's had his day.
It's getting late in the day. He's done well to get this far. He's got a lot of respect for what's happened. Do during this tournament. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well done for getting this far. You
But he's
shouldn't have
out
beaten
there.
the ones you did.
He's gone
But-
over the top rope.
Mate, you're not beating NES.
He's done.
He's a moody bastard. It's not happening.
That means
This is a big old fight.
this
It's
is
a big old
this
fight.
is huge.
It's a big fight.
We're going on to Pep the Lube Head.
Guardiola.
I can't even say it. Pep the Lube Head Guardiola against Sean the Mean Machine.
Sean
Dyche.
Butterbean Dyche.
Butterbean Dyche. Who's taking that?
Mate,
Oh,
I don't care how slippery he is.
you think Dyche is taking it?
He's taking it, mate.
Fucking hell. And then do you think Dyche is like, so he takes on Lube, he throws him out there, Lube's gone.
He eats Lube for breakfast.
Lube's nothing anymore, he's just gone.
He's got sandpaper for hands, mate. It's like you're doing rock, paper, scissors, stones, and you throw up sandpaper and lube. Sandpaper wins every time.
He smashed it.
Wins every time.
Do you think Sean Dyche just goes mental? And like NES walks in and he's like, yeah, I can take you. I can take it. And Sean Dyche's like, no! Fucking come on! It's just like, he smashed up Lube. He smashes up the Nintendo. And that's it. Sean Dyche rules wall. I think yes in the Football Humans is
At the
saying,
end of the day, we're saying Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche is the hardest Premier League manager.
Yeah.
And in a roundabout way, we've got there in the end.
I mean, if I wanted to see like a headliner, it would be NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, Nuno Espirito Santo versus Sean Dyche Butterbean.
There we go.
That would be the headline.
And you take Dyche just smashing it.
Yeah, you probably
knocking
would.
him out.
Yeah.
He
Just flying
reigns
in.
supreme.
He is.
I like the way we've gone through that. It's been a good system. It's been a good
I mean,
matchup.
I think it's been pretty tactical. It's been pretty fair. And it's probably exactly what would happen.
It's exactly what would happen.
Pep Guardiola would decide to call himself a lube head after like one game, one match. Right, yeah.
So we put this to John Berry because he's on the train. He's on his way down. He can't join us for the podcast, but we asked him the 4 managers that he would not put in the tournament.
Oh,
So John Berry has gone for it. We got him to text it. We've not seen this. Michael, refer. What has John Berry said?
so out of the people we took out, Hodgson he also took out.
Okay,
Claude Puel he took out.
he took out.
Hodgson because of his age, but then for some reason he didn't take Pellegrini out. But he took Eddie Howe out,
Oh.
and he took David Wagner out.
Oh,
I don't know
interesting.
what he's saying about that.
Fair enough.
And then he just wrote, Sean Dyche would batter everyone. And then after that he wrote, Craig Levine would batter Sean Dyche.
Well, gotta say, me and Michael agree with you, Mr. Berry.
Yeah, I know.
There we go. So, do you agree with us? Is Sean Dyche the hardest Premier League manager?
Or just manager.
Or just manager in the world? Could he take on everyone? Let's have a World Series. Maybe in the next episode we'll do a World Series where Sean Dyche has to take on everyone. Yeah, that's been Yes and the Football Humans. Hope you've enjoyed. We've had a little Royal Rumble and yeah, I've certainly enjoyed myself, Mr. Michael Felton. It's been a pleasure.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!